Hey you, yeah, you, sitting there in your skivvies, hoping that's not a stain, but you just know it is, don't you? Are you tired of all this bullshit fantasy advice you get from these so-called experts who are clearly just blindly throwing darts at a dartboard each week? Are you tired of throwing away money because these good-for-nothing gurus chase fantasy points or won't let go of that guy that they were wrong about but refuse to admit it? Are you tired of these ass clowns in suits and ties each week giving you bad advice when you're trying to optimize your squad? Or fake, sugary, sweet hosts grinning like a loon through every choked out word like they're hosting a fucking PBS show for kids? How about someone who actually knows what the fuck they're talking about and isn't just some corporate mouthpiece in a suit? How about a fantasy advice show that'll put some fucking hair on your nuts? Yeah, the women too. With a host who doesn't sugarcoat shit because I don't have bosses reigning over me telling me what the fuck to say. My advice will never be based on business deals, but instead it'll be based on experience, research, and just being a fantasy football fucking pimp. If you're tired of these company men and their mamby-pamby bullshit, why don't you snatch your balls out of your purse? Again, man or woman, I would love to see a woman pull a big old hairy sack of scrote meat out of her Louis Vuitton. And tune into a fantasy show hosted by a real guru of the people. With 5 championships in 10 years in my league of record, multiple championships in other friends' leagues, public leagues, pro leagues, 999 diamond level status on Yahoo, and your current reigning ESPN Fantasy Focus Podcast 06010, baby. Show League Champion. That's right, even the chumps on Matthew Berry's show couldn't beat me. You want some real good fantasy football advice that you don't have to pay for? Like, what's the fucking point in that? Then join me on the armchair throne each week to get some advice you can actually fucking use from yours truly, the Fantasy Tyrant. You want an example? Well, here's a taste of my weekly opening segment, the Tirade. You know what name I'm sick of hearing every fucking week coming out of these fantasy football analysis mouth? Kenyon fucking Drake. I'm sick of it. Kenyon Drake. Well, this is the week when Kenyon Drake's gonna play. No, fucking bullshit. I'm tired of it. Guess what? We're 4 weeks in and we haven't seen shit. He's yet to eclipse 15 fantasy points, and instead of getting better, he's gotten worse each week. The hype is based on last season after he got traded when he played well. We can now see that was just a honeymoon phase, because now he's back to how he was on the Dolphins. Totally useless. I mean, I guess it wasn't the Dolphins after all, was it? Because look what Myles Gaskin's doing. Meanwhile, Kenyon Drake, who has started and played in all 4 games, is the 36th best running back in terms of fantasy points scored. 30 goddamn motherfucking 6th. And you know who's only behind him by 1 spot and only 0.2 fantasy points? His supposed backup and the Arizona Cardinals running back you really should own, Chase Edmonds, who's available in 48% of fantasy leagues at last check. This is the guy who shows that when he gets the rock, he can get the job done. He's more explosive, more athletic, okay? You get this kid some blocking and he'll be a stud. You really think this is going to be the week that Kenyon Drake finally puts it together this season? Kiss my fucking dick. Get rid of him, sell Kenyon Drake, buy into Chase Edmonds. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. And if he's not on the waiver, trade for him as soon as you can before it's too late. Be it the injury bug or Cliff Kingsbury finally getting his head out of his ass and seeing what trash Drake is, eventually this season, this is going to be Chase Edmonds' backfield. And when it is, you'll be seeing high-end RB2 numbers instead of the RB4 numbers Drake is putting up. Drake's a bum! You should trade him, the Cardinals should trade him. Hell, I don't know what you're going to get for him though, because he's a piece of trash. If you own Drake, you should have got Chase Edmonds already. And whether you do or not, go pick him up on the waivers now if he's there, and if he's not, trade for him, because you're going to need him. I mean, don't be a fucking dipshit. Don't give up Derrick Henry or Dalvin Cook or something like that. But, you know, if you can get him for, say, J.K. Dobbins or Zach Moss, I mean, unless you're in a dynasty league, do it. If you have Drake and can't find a decent trade for him, keep him. But put him on the bench for some RBs with some good upside matchups. Unless you like watching him fuck up your lineup as he runs aimlessly into defenders and shits the bed each week. And that's the tirade right there, ladies and gentlemen. In addition to the tirade, every week I'll cover waiver wires, buy and sell, deep dives, and a little segment I call benches and bumps. It's like a sit and start segment, except I find the healthy medium between stabs in the dark and chalk picks from Captain Obvious. So it's like sit and start, except it doesn't suck horse shit. And who knows what new segments I might come up with. But you'll find out if you tune in every Tuesday to the Fantasy Tyrant, all throughout the season, starting whenever the fuck I get to it, okay? So subscribe and fuck Trump. I can't even say stand by anymore. So hit subscribe and stay tuned. Or don't. Fuck you!